So before the dust has even settled on the 87th Annual Academy Awards, Leonardo DiCaprio has already been tipped to win an award for next year's Oscars based on two upcoming movie roles that have Oscar bait written all over it. Francis Maxwell here joining you. We're going to talk about the upcoming roles and whether you think that Leonardo DiCaprio will win it based on his two complex movie upcoming roles that are set to have Oscar pundits mouth watered all over the place. So first and foremost, when asked to comment, Leonardo DiCaprio said, "Who cares about an Oscars? When's the last time you had 60 women accompany you on a yacht, both in movie and real life?" And fair point, Leo, you definitely hit the nail on the head there. So the first question is, what is his upcoming movie roles that are having everyone thinking about his Oscar nominee already before the movie's even entered production? So the first one is a Western called The Revenant, and it's going to be filmed by none other than Oscar winner Alejandro González Iñárritu, who just won two Oscars for his Best Picture, Best Director for Birdman. I think it was a little bit unlucky that Michael Keaton did not also round it out with Best Actor, but then again, Eddie Redmayne did have an Oscar bait role, which I have to go on and talk about, and it's not as much that these performances are not great in comparison, but Michael Keaton's role rounded out the full movie. It was a great full production. The movie, the direction, the picture, the quality, the beauty of the whole movie for what it was supposed to stand for was fantastic. Eddie Redmayne, who, no discredit to him, played a great performance, but it was the story, I believe, that won him the Oscars for this great performance, no doubt, but the story of what he was telling, the truth-telling story of Stephen Hawking, undoubtedly won him that Oscar, I have to say. I mean, all credit to him. He was great in Les Miserables, and I feel that he is a great actor and is going to come up to even more success in his future. But let's get to the point of Leonardo DiCaprio. So the first one is The Revenant, and the second movie role has even surpassed expectations of what people understand of Leonardo DiCaprio as an actor, I feel. I mean, I think that he's been unlucky in the past with these nominations for What's Eating Gilbert, Gilbert Grape in 1994, Aviator 2005, Blood Diamond 2007, and The Wolf of Wall Street in 2014. I thought Blood Diamond was one of his best roles. I really felt that he grasped the movie, made it go full circle, whereas Wolf of Wall Street I just didn't think was a good enough movie to have him go up for an Oscar role. He was up against far too many great movies in 2014, and Dallas Buyers Club was one of the best, and hence why Matthew McConaughey won Best Actor. I think that the best actors round out the movies, and despite many people will probably argue with Julianne Moore's win this year was still Alice, even though the movie wasn't the best in terms of a critical standpoint, it was still a great performance from her. But I feel that when it comes to people like Leonardo DiCaprio, who is everyone's eyes are on him and what he's going to perform in the Oscar world, it has to be a great full-round movie. I felt that he was very unlucky for The Departed not even to be nominated. I felt that for Best Supporting Actor he was fantastic, and I felt that that was a little surprise to me. But many great actors have had Oscar snubs in the past. Al Pacino had to be nominated 7 or 8 times before he finally won, and Leonardo DiCaprio at the age of 40 is still very young for an actor, and people maybe still feel that he has to come into his own. I think he's had a great career so far in terms of the roles that he's taken. He's very diverse in what he chooses, and none more so diverse than his latest role, which is coming up for The Crowded Room, in which he will play Billy Milligan. Billy Milligan became the first person to be acquitted from rape charges in 1978 for claiming multiple personalities. That's why people are thinking it's going to be fantastic for the viewers, because Leonardo DiCaprio has basically gone into his own, gone outside of what he's previously played to play this fully complex character that has a total of 24 personalities that he has to channel and try and portray, one of which is a Yugoslavian man, a lesbian woman. So it's going to be absolutely mind-blowing to see Leonardo DiCaprio play this role, and also to see this movie go into production, which Leonardo DiCaprio will be a producer for as well. So it does sound a bit Oscar bait for me. It sounds like something that's set up for him to win the Oscars, but it's going to be a great watch anyway, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how it comes out. And I guess the final question to round out on is, will he win in his lifetime? And I think that absolutely he will win at some point. And many people were so angry about The Wolf of Wall Street when, to be honest, I didn't think it was a great movie. I felt that it was, his role was set up to win him an Oscar rather than the movie being a great movie as a whole, if you understand that from a movie standpoint. I mean, you can watch my reviews on What the Flick, also on TYT Network, and I talk about this. I feel that sometimes people's role, I feel like the director is kind of taken out of the picture, and it's more so directed so that the main character can try and get critically acclaimed. And for the Wolf of Wall Street, there was a lot of shots simply based around Jordan Belfort, which the story was about him, but it was more so based around Leonardo DiCaprio and his facial interactions and his acting persona, just so that he could get that critically acclaimed prize when the movie itself wasn't the best. I mean, I had read the book and I was interested in seeing it. It was a good movie, just wasn't anywhere near the quality of the movies that surrounded the Oscars in 2014. And this year also was such a great, had such a great abundance of talent in there and a great variety of movies. So I think that Leonardo DiCaprio definitely will win an Oscar at one point. Whether it's going to be in these next two movies, I wouldn't be surprised if he did or did not win it. I mean, it's still, I don't think that people will round it out to be as big a deal for Leonardo DiCaprio as some people expect. I don't think he sits at home really worrying about it. I think he understands that he's a great actor, and if so, it will happen. If not, he's still had a great career. But and to go completely against all that, let's finish off in a nice Leonardo DiCaprio meme that everyone believes is true of what he's actually feeling towards the Oscars.